I know that it's a really hard time right now for so many of us. Being in self isolation, listening to the news or reading about it, it can bring up a lot of anxiety. And then, if you are a survivor of abuse or trauma, or you deal with mental health issues, it can make even more anxiety or panic or triggers flashbacks. So, I thought I'd talk about some of the things that work for me that might work for you too. And one of the most important things while you're self isolating or your loved ones are is to keep connecting with them. As human beings, we need connection. It's so important. We need to know that we're not alone. We need to know that someone cares about us, that they love us. And even like a 5-minute video conference can lift your spirits. So, video talk with somebody, email, text, whatever you can do, phone call. You'll find that those connections, they will help you feel lighter and better. And another thing that really helps is positive distraction. So when you focus so much on something else, it takes you out of your emotions, your anxiety. So try reading a really good book, watching a movie or a show, or creating something like making a craft, doing some art or writing or cooking. Cooking is a very creative thing too. Do a jigsaw puzzle or play a word game or any game. But that focus with your mind will help take you out of the anxiety. And EFT tapping, that has really helped me with anxiety and panic over the years. If you search it on Google or YouTube, you'll find lots of articles or videos. It's incredibly helpful. Just wash your hands first because you are tapping parts of your face as well as your collarbone, and yeah, but it is incredibly helpful, especially for survivors, but for anyone. And then think about engaging all of your senses, not all of them at once, but a few of them, and then really focusing on the details. So you want to engage like your sense of smell and your sight, your hearing, taste, and touch. You could smell an essential oil or a cream with some scent in it, a hand cream that you put on your hands, so then you have the touch, you have the visual, you have the smell. Just really notice the details and see if you can notice more than you normally do. So that helps bring you in the present and it helps ground you a little bit. And another thing that can be really grounding is nature. And if you're self-isolating and if you're not leaving your home, you could at least look out the window. Or if you have a balcony, or you could go for a short walk, but you can also visualize it. But if you're just looking out your window, you can still see the sky and the clouds and maybe some trees, I hope. And if you can go outside, then having your feet flat on, like your bare feet if you can, but even your shoes on the ground, on the earth, can be so incredibly grounding. And just noticing it, notice the sun or the shade, the wind, the sound of leaves in the trees if you have that around you. It can be really incredibly grounding. And if you can't leave and you don't see much out your window, you can also visualize it. You can visualize a beautiful garden or a waterfall and try to engage your senses again when you're imagining. It can be really helpful. And Marissa Peer, she is a hypnotherapist. She seems to have so much wisdom and compassion and empathy and helpful advice. She has lots of videos on YouTube, and you can also find her videos on Instagram. I really recommend her. I found her very helpful since I've discovered her. And I saw that she had a recent video on boosting your immune system. She has many, many techniques and I guess science to back her. So I recommend her. And then try meditation. I didn't used to be able to do it as a trauma survivor because I was out of my body so much and I didn't want to be pulled back in. but if you can try even 5 minutes, it can really help you. I discovered Sahaja Yoga Meditation, and they have, if you search their name, they have lots of instructions on how to meditate, but there's also many other forms of meditation where you can just do a 5-minute meditation, and it really can help ground you or bring you out of your racing thoughts, or at least notice them and calm them a little bit. And for me, the Sahaja Yoga meditation has been the most effective for me. But you can also do a walking meditation where you walk up and down a hall or outside, and you're noticing for every step, like where the ball of your foot touches and the heel and how that feels beneath you and your weight. And you're trying to you notice your thoughts come, and you don't judge that they come, you just notice them and then you let them go. So it can be really helpful. And that leads me into exercise, especially when there's anxiety, even when there's panic or anger or irritation. Exercise can be a really great way of releasing some of it and feeling a bit better. So the walking, but you could do it a little faster than a walking meditation. You can do yoga at home. You could do weightlifting, even if you have 2 cans of food or something. And there are many videos online for exercises that you could do at home. And that can be really helpful. Even if you don't like exercise, try just a little bit and see if it helps release some of the anxiety for you. And then pets. If you have a pet, snuggling with them, patting them, talking to them, singing to them, interacting. It's that connection again that we all need as humans, or just as beings, because I think animals need connection too. So connecting with another being is so important, and it can give you that sense of safety or comfort, or just the connectedness that we need. And if you don't have a pet, try watching some funny or some sweet or cute animal videos online. You might also find that lifting your spirits. And one more thing for now is music. Music can be incredibly uplifting, especially if you're listening to music that makes you feel good or happy or comforted. And if you can sing along to it, that's an extra tip. That will help you with your breathing. Many trauma survivors, myself included, find it really hard to do the deep breathing. But if you're singing along to music, you are automatically breathing better, and that can help you with calm. So I hope this helps you. I wish you good health and connectedness to people, and please keep connecting with the people that you care about. Just check in with them and tell them that you love them. Just that little thing can be such a good uplift and a connection, and lets them know that you care, and you're also helping them, which is something nice, and that can also help your anxiety. And then them reaching back to you, that helps you. That's connection. We need connection. So take good care of yourself.